All right, welcome. Thank you for joining us for our second pre-pets meeting. I appreciate your time this evening and finding a way to connect with us. If you're skiing in Canada or vacationing in Waikiki, wherever you are, thank you for finding time to be with us this evening. We'll talk about pets again. There's Roz. Thank you, Roz. We'll talk about pets again, and then we have Josh Laguana here with the Public Image Committee. He's chairing the Public Image Committee along with Scott Wishart, and they're going to give a presentation on public image, which is one of the key components of our district in Hawaii Rotary. So it'll be good to get information on that. We're trying to provide you folks with information about what's going on locally as we get prepared to go to Los Angeles and see what's happening at a bigger level. So just talking about pets for a minute. Last week we went through a checklist. So you received a checklist. So I hope you've had a time to go through and start working through it really is just a tool to help everybody be more comfortable as we get ready for our President-elect training seminar in Los Angeles. Most folks have registered. If you haven't registered officially, the deadline is tomorrow to register and pay for your registration fees at PETS. So I would strongly encourage you to take care of that, or if you have other issues, to contact me directly so we can work through that. We have 45 people already that are paid and registered, so it will be a phenomenal group that we're taking from Hawaii to PETS. It really is an opportunity the only opportunity for us to be together as a group. And it becomes a special time for not just us in Hawaii and Hawaii Rotarians, but the opportunity to meet with 8 other districts and their 50 or 60 club president-elect. So there'll be over 600 people attending the president-elect training seminar. So you're gonna have an opportunity to meet folks from all across Southern California over to Phoenix, who are also joining us for PETS. So it is a unique opportunity to see Rotary at a bigger scale than what we see week to week at our clubs. And it's bonding experience for us as Hawaii Rotary, but also it's going to open your experiences to see what's happening in other clubs across the Southwest area of the United States, and to work on best practices. That's what it's all about, is if we can steal good ideas from other clubs that are doing something right, that's entirely appropriate in Rotary. The more we can steal good ideas and make them our own, the stronger our clubs will be, and hopefully the more comfortable you will be in serving in your leadership positions. And so that's really one of the key components of PETS. Just to kind of review the schedule real quick for PETS. Coming in Thursday, we do have a hospitality room for Hawaii Rotary, and that'll kind of be our home base. And so you're welcome to use that as your headquarters area. We'll have food and refreshments for Thursday evening when you come in on your flights. Some people come in on that late flight that comes in at 11:30, and that's no problem. We'll still have some food and refreshments there to help you get checked in. There'll be a swag bag for everybody, so it'll help you with the registration. The conference itself starts early Friday morning at 9 a.m. That's our big opening ceremony. There'll be a couple of breakout sessions Friday morning, and then we'll have a lunch. The lunches all be in the same ballroom, and there'll be inspiration, motivational speaker. There'll be districts will welcome and introduce themselves, and it's a unique opportunity. It's like a regular Rotary meeting. You want to either meet with your Hawaii friends or to go and sit with other people that you've never met before, which is kind of fun too, to share with somebody you've never met before. Just like a regular Rotary meeting, you can do that at PETS. Friday afternoon, there's a couple breakout sessions. There's a big banquet. We have hospitality rooms Friday night. You go visit all the other districts and their hospitality rooms. We'll have our own Hawaii hospitality room, so other districts will come in and visit us there. Saturday morning breakfast is a big deal for us because we're gonna parade in as a group. We're gonna be introduced as Hawaii Rotary. We'll have Lay to share with everybody that's there at the conference and share some aloha. And we'll have a video that Ryan Kawamoto is working on that we'll be able to present at the breakfast session to really show off what we're doing in Hawaii Rotary across our state and across our islands. Saturday morning, there's a couple breakout sessions, and Saturday afternoon is mostly district time. It'll be us together in a big conference room that we can start working with our assistant governors and come up with strategies for the coming year. So that's our time to be just with our own president-elects and our assistant governors and talk about what we're going to be doing with Hawaii Rotary. Big dinner Saturday night, couple of breakout sessions Sunday morning, and it'll end with a closing brunch on Sunday, and the whole thing will wrap up about 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon. And we all kind of go our separate ways. So that's kind of the flow of the weekend. It'll be busy. It'll be all Rotary, all day, all time. We're all on Rotary. Just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. The district shirt, I got to wear a sample of the district shirt. This is our district shirt, the first one that came in and got embroidered. They're actually have been shipped, and so they're headed this way, and we'll get them embroidered locally and have those available before we go to Pets. So to get one of these shirts, we really want all of you to get a shirt. We'll have photos taken during Saturday morning. There'll be an opportunity for you to have your portrait taken that you can use. We'll post that on the district website. And we really would like everybody to wear this shirt so we all have a uniform look, and we'll take a big group picture of everybody in their shirts. And that's one of the classy things that we do with Hawaii Rotary. So it's islandtraditions.com is where you can order the shirts. A bunch of you have already, and there's a lot more shirts available. So we'll try to get those out to you. The Oahu ones we'll be able to distribute, and the Neighbor Island ones we'll ship them, or if you'd rather, we just bring them with us and get it to you at the Pets training. So we haven't totally figured that out yet, but we will, as soon as they're embroidered, we'll start distributing them to everybody that's ordered one. And any of your club members that are interested, or anybody else you know that wants to get a Hawaii Rotary polo shirt, that's it. Right there. All right, good. Some of you have not registered yet for Pets. So the official deadline for registration is tomorrow, the 19th. And so I would strongly encourage you to finish up that registration and get registered for Pets. That's pretty important. And then we do ask our clubs each to help support our hospitality room. And so I sent out that link. A number of you have already committed your club to support the hospitality room. That's $60. And that just helps us cover the expenses for sharing refreshments and share with the other club president-elects that are going to come through and visit our hospitality room. So we'd appreciate your help with that. There's theme pins that are also, we sent out the link for that. If you want to order, a lot of clubs order theme pins for their club members or their club officers or directors, and that's available too. If you buy them now, they're 75 cents each. If you go shopping while you're in Los Angeles, because they'll be available there, they'll be probably $1.75 each. So it's cheaper to buy them because we bought a whole bunch and we pre-ordered them, so we got a better price. So if you want to use the theme pins for your club members, or some clubs use it for their guest speakers, that give them a Rotary pin. Just a good idea to have some of those to pass out guests. You could give one to a guest when they're in your meeting. For 75 cents is a pretty good deal. So they're 75 cents each until we run out, and we have like 1,200, so we should have enough to cover. If you need those links again, we can send those out. No problem. Last week when we had this meeting, last week when we had this meeting, Kathleen and I were in, excuse me, we were in Orlando, Florida, attending the International Assembly, which is a phenomenal meeting of all the incoming district governors from around the world. And so it was energizing and exciting, and we totally committed to Rotary. And we showed the video, those of you that were on the meeting last week, that introduced the international theme for 2023-2024, which is creating hope in the world. So as you know, this year we're asked to imagine Rotary, and next year we're going to be asked to create hope. And so that's really, to create, that becomes an action. And so our incoming Rotary International president is asking us to take action and create hope. And there's a lot of ways that we'll be able to talk and implement that throughout all our work in Rotary this coming year. President-elect Gordon McInally and his wife Heather are going to be with us in Los Angeles. So it's super exciting that the international president is going to spend the weekend with us common folks while we're in Los Angeles. And so it really is an opportunity. You'll be able to meet and chat with him. He's a super nice guy, and see, he's the top volunteer Rotarian in the world, and he's committed to spend the weekend with us in Los Angeles. And so that's a pretty exciting opportunity that you will be able to meet and chat with him and see him, and he'll come visit the rooms, and he'll come talk to our district at some point. An amazing guy. Think about the pressure he has getting ready for his year. You know, we all have a lot of stuff going on in our minds about what we have to get ready for in the upcoming year. You know, he's got 1.4 million Rotarians that he's concerned about and trying to get work together towards a common focus of creating hope. He's going to be there with us in Los Angeles, so that's super cool. Any rapid fire questions that come up, or we'll move on? Any pets questions?
I have one.
Hi, Ann.
Hi. So for those of us that are coming in on Thursday evening, one of the bullet points is to go up to the district suite. How will we know where it is? Or do we just contact our assistant governor, our ADG?
That's a fair question. It's going to be room 104, and I'll make sure that information gets out. That's a good question. It's on the first floor. There's a back door that opens right out to the pool deck. It's going to be a nice gathering space for our district.
Thank
There's
you.
room, I think it's 104 or 110. I'll make sure that gets out. Good question.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to get my shirt and help with the $60 for the room and get the pins. Is that all stuff that we can do when we get there, or is there something, a location, or how do I facilitate getting all those things before I leave, if I have to do it before?
All right. Good question, Gaspar. I'll send those links out again as a reminder so you can pre-order. It's going to be easier to pre-order than try to do it when we're there. And the shirts, we'll try to get them out in advance or bring them with us to Los Angeles.
Okay, very good.
I didn't see that checklist come through. Was that emailed to all of us?
Yes, I'll make sure that goes out again too. No problem. Good question. Hi, Joe. Oh, can't hear you.
Okay, I just became president-elect again last week. My three-peat for
Yeah,
president,
thanks, Joe.
and
Appreciate
I will not be able to go to the seminar pre-pets, but I went previously, and of course I've been president the 2 of the last 3 years. But I'll send the $60 and I will order our pins and I'll order my shirt. So I'll do that tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for sharing that, and I'll get an email between you and I.
Okay, I have another
Okay.
question.
Ann,
What about the shuttle, the transportation from the airport to the hotel? I think I saw somewhere that the Marriott wasn't providing it, so is it typically just Ubering it or?
no, the hotel does have, it's LAX Marriott, does have a regular shuttle that goes right to the hotel. And so there's a shuttle area at Los Angeles Airport. It's a bit of a walk if you're going in on Hawaiian. But the van will come by on a regular basis. I went over there for maybe early December for a planning meeting for the training, and just walked out of the airport and the shuttle came by in 10 minutes and it was not a problem. And then going back to the airport, it's even easier because it just picks it up right in the front entrance of the hotel. All right, we're ready to move on. Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining us. I want to introduce Josh Laguana. So Josh is actually he's current president of the Rotary Club at Hickam Pearl Harbor. He's also serving as an assistant governor for the Central Oahu Clubs. And he and Scott Wishart are co-chairing the Public Image Committee. So he's wearing multiple hats, and we're very grateful and appreciate Josh. So tonight we want to spend some time talking about branding and public image, and to make sure we're our communication systems, both internally and externally, are clear and we communicate well. Josh, there you go.
Hello, everyone. Can you see my screen? Thumbs up.
Yes.
Great. I saw a couple. That means yes. So hello, my name is Joshua Laguana. I am this year's co-chair for the District Public Image Team. And again, I will be doing it under Mark's year, along with Scott Wishart from the Rotary Club of Ala Moana. So first off, what is Rotary's public image? Throw something in the chat or unmute yourself. What is Rotary's public image? What is public image in general? I'm going to read some of these things. Yay, Josh. Thanks, Ryan. Anyone out there? Come on. Well, I'm
How
glad you
people
guys.
perceive Rotary?
Yes, how people perceive Rotary. Who said that? That was awesome. Thank you. Lonnie said, what others think of us? Yes. Rotary's public image is how Rotary is perceived by the world. Rotary's voice is the unique tone and style in which we communicate. There is no organization quite like Rotary. By using a unified voice in all of our interactions, we can ensure that our communications capture our distinct character, how we are people of action, how people can see who Rotary is. So by speaking, writing, and designing in one voice, our communications will look, feel, and sound unmistakably like Rotary. So little thing up here, Rotary's public image is, my screen is kind of, Rotary's public image is how the world perceives Rotary. It is shaped by the actions of every member, from how we conduct ourselves in meetings to how we represent at Rotary at events and responds to needs in our community. So what is the purpose of the district's public image committee? Think about it on the large scale. Put it in the chat what you guys think. What is our role here? Some people may think we don't do anything. That's a very, very valid thing since you guys are staying quiet. But what Our purpose is to increase public awareness of Rotary by informing the public of Rotary activities, specifically Hawaii Rotary. We are here to educate the public about Rotary as a community organization by promoting and communicating what is happening within this district and at each of your clubs. We're here to support clubs in your public image efforts to promote your activities and your events. The other thing is to educate clubs on what best practices there are for public image. Our goal is to grow Rotary in Hawaii with new members, so helping you gain new club members. We're also here to influence the greater community to become more involved in our projects. So how will we get this done? Well, first, we're going to act as a resource to you as a club, or if you guys are on district committees, we're going to be here for you to support the public image committee or the public image committee mission, meaning that we're trying to get the word out. So if you have an activity, reach out to us so that we can help you. We're here to facilitate training sessions at district assemblies and support clubs in preparation for the district conference. So if you need a speaker for your club, you're welcome to invite myself and Scott to talk about public image and what are some of the best practices. We also have defined objective differences between internal communications and external communications, meaning Rotarians and non-Rotarians. So right now I'm talking to all of our internal people that are already part of Rotary. We've established that we do have an audience that is not in Rotary, but they don't know about us. So we need to tell them about, hey, this is who we are, this is what we do, and this is how you can get involved. Also, we're here to establish a consistent and coordinated message to both Rotarians and non-Rotarians using multimedia platforms. If we didn't have a public image committee, or let's say if your club didn't have a public image committee, can you imagine what people would think about Rotary? We have 54 different clubs, 1,500 people in Hawaii Rotary, and they all could say, Rotary is this, Rotary is that, Rotary is this, and use different images and use different logos, create their own logos. That would go against the whole plan or the idea of having one single voice for Rotary. And we also are here to grow traffic and engagement on our media platforms, like our website, our social media, and get more people to read our newsletters. So this is how we are getting it done. One of the first things that we do is have a webmaster. So one of the most common ways that people learn about Rotary is they'll Google Rotary or Hawaii Rotary. Well, we've established that our websites must inspire, they must be simple, and they must have a clear call to action. So we have a dedicated webmaster to each of our websites. But do you guys know what the websites are? Because we have two websites, one for external or internal, our Rotarians, and one for external. I will give you one hug at Pets if you can tell me one of our websites in the chat, or say it out loud. Come on, people. Oh.
RotaryD5000.org.
RotaryD5000.org is the accurate one. Jacob, D5000.org, very close. You're just missing Rotary. What is the other website?
Rotary.org.
No, that is the Rotary International, but good to know about that one.
Club Runner?
Club Runner is a media platform.
RotaryInHawaii.org.
Oh, who said that?
It was me, Wendy.
Of course, Wendy, that is right. So for internal audiences, we have RotaryD5000.org. That's this image on the left-hand side. That's where we're going to show you some really important items that are happening in the district for you, for your club members, for activities. We've updated the page to make it a little more simple to navigate through, and we're going to go to that website after this presentation. The other website is our external audiences, which is in development. It's RotaryInHawaii.org. So when someone wants to learn about, hey, is Rotary in Hawaii? That's going to be one of the first things that comes up, and it's going to have a link to find a local club. It's going to have our social media. It's even going to have a link to our district activities that we have going on. Well, another thing that we do, how we're getting it done in the District Public Image Committee is communication. The district committees, we are encouraging you all to share what you're doing, what's going on in your activity, in your clubs, in your meetings, to send it to us so that we can include that in our district newsletter, so that we can post that into our social media platforms, so that we can put that onto our website. So if you have something that you want to send out, tell us your message, who's your targeted audience, and we'll guide you on the best avenue and make sure that we post it on our websites. The next thing is social media. So just by a show of hands, how many people have social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? I'm looking at everyone's, okay, I see people still, yeah, whoa, wait, did I see that right? Dick Moscow, do you have social media? Yes, past district governors, Dick Moscow does have social media. So you know what? That I saw more than 50% of the people here have social media. And if you haven't already followed the Hawaii Rotary accounts, you should be doing that today. Our goal is to gain new followers, increase interactions with posts, and identify leads for new memberships. This is a different avenue of getting our message out to a broader audience. So what are the official district accounts? So we have external and internal, and we did that for Facebook. So for Facebook internal, for all of you people here, look at Rotary D5000. For Hawaii Rotary, our external people, you're gonna look for facebook.com/Hawaii Rotary. Instagram, we just have one, it's Hawaii Rotary. And YouTube, we just, like within the last month, we're able to get the tag of Hawaii Rotary. So when you go to youtube.com/, you have to use that @ and then type in Hawaii Rotary, and you're gonna find our videos. So when it comes to everyone that raised their hand, if you're talking about, or if you're posting something about Rotary, you should be tagging these accounts as well. Why? You may have 100 friends or 500 friends, but if you tag us in there, we have over 1,000 followers that can expand our reach of what Hawaii Rotary is. Next thing is getting in the news. Let us help you develop your press and media releases and connect you with Hawaii media contacts. We have some incredible PR people in our districts, and they've shared resources with the District Public Image Committee. And we now have a database of Hawaii media contacts, not just on Oahu, but we have it on the Big Island and in Kauai and in Maui. We also added a link on a Rotary D5000 page. If you scroll down to the right-hand side, you're gonna see press releases and media coverage. You're gonna see all of the articles that are being published about Hawaii Rotary. This is just another way of getting who we are out in the world. Next is taking the right pics. We're not here to actually take the photos for you, but what we're here to do is kind of help you and guide you in taking the right photos. Did you guys know that there is a right way of taking photos? Because when you're taking, let's say, a group photo, everyone is just smiling and happy, and yes, that's who we are. We're happy groups of people, but that doesn't show what we do, people of action. So it's very important that you understand the People of Action campaign, and that's what we're here for. We can come out there to your event and show you how to take proper photos for the People of Action campaign. So here you can see Together We Transform. And these are people actually going and digging in the trash. Inside, they're smiling. You can tell because they're doing stuff. And even on the right-hand side, you have two people picking up trash. These are People of Action doing stuff. So when you post something like this, what people are gonna see is, hey, they're out in the community. These two photos, they show that we like to pick up trash, but there's other things that we do, and you guys can help with making that, that happen. Next thing is using our videos. We have one of the most amazing videographers and directors right here on this call and in Hawaii Rotary. So Ryan Kawamoto has made a lot of our videos for us, our content that helps promote what we do in Hawaii Rotary. A picture can say 1,000 words, but when you get a 30-second video together with a ton of pictures and movies and sound in there and people talking, you're going to be able to, again, expand our reach. So reach out to us if you want us to help you create a district-wide video that promotes Rotary in Hawaii. And if you already have a file created, send it to us. We'll add it to our YouTube account. We'll add it to our website. Now, we also ensure that we're using the right logo. So it's one of the first things I said is consistency in our messaging. It's also consistency in our brand. Hawaii Rotary is a brand. And we're going to talk about this logo, but these are the two logos that we're going to be using next year. Hawaii Rotary District 5000, and then Create Hope in the World is the president's theme. Contact us if you need help with making sure that you are brand compliant. Now, there's just a couple of things that I want you to know before you go. Any questions up until this point? No. Thanks, Sean, for shaking your head. I appreciate that. Okay, so things to know before you go. The district logo. Oh, did someone have a question? Is that Sean?
Yes, not just a question.
Yes.
Our activities are really important and people need to know about our activities, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of sharing with the public, either through the Wednesday magazine or just short history of Rotary, what it is, and a few statistics and so forth to heighten people's awareness, not only of the fact that Rotary does exist and it has a history and it is an important part of what this world has to offer, but also it awakens in people an interest when they see a group that is doing something. But without the background of what Rotary International is in some of our media, and just, you know, the Wednesday magazine or a little something, I don't know, in the Honolulu magazine or somewhere where on a quarterly basis or something like that, we can get little historical blurbs that identify the general identity of Rotary, which will enhance then when they see a particular club doing something at a beach, picking up trash, or banding together several clubs to do to help with the food bank or this or that or the other thing.
So Gaspar, you bring up a really good point.
Yeah.
People don't know the history of Rotary. People don't know about Hawaii Rotary, or if they do, they know very little about it. And so that is the purpose of this committee. And as Mark had mentioned, it is very important that we are all saying the right thing and the same thing, so that when someone sees this shirt or next year's shirt, they're going to be like, hey, that's Hawaii Rotary. They don't think, oh, that's the Rotary Club of Hickam Pearl Harbor, or, oh, that is the Rotary Club of Lahaina Sunset. What they're going to see is that is Hawaii Rotary. And that is very important. Lonnie, you have a question. Your hand's up. Do you have a question? And you are muted.
I do not. Sorry, my hand's up.
Oh, okay. So we're going to go back. So the first thing I want you guys to know is the proper use of logos. So here in Hawaii, we are using Hawaii Rotary District 5000. It has an Okina. So if you see a logo like this one I'm having, this is going to be outdated next year, because this shirt just says Rotary District 5000. If we go out to, let's say, Colorado, and they say, oh, Rotary District 5000, awesome. Where is that? They're not going to know it's from Hawaii unless you look at the print. So next year we have officially are using on our shirts Hawaii Rotary District 5000. You're going to be able to get this. I'm going to share a link with you guys at the end of the presentation. The next thing is the proper use of the Rotary International theme for 2023, 2024. It's create hope in the world. We have two types. We have a vertical and we have a horizontal. You are not allowed to, hey, make it into a circle or make it into a star or make it into other shapes that I don't even know what are. These are the proper use of the logos. Next thing I want you guys to know is the difference between the wheels. There's an actual name for this wheel, and it's called the Mark of Excellence, or the MOE. It has, it comes in multiple, these are the 4 different colors that it comes in, and it says Rotary International. The MOE should appear in Rotary Gold, not different colors. If you're printing one color, you can use Azure Black, and can but it cannot appear in colors other than these shown here. So just keep that in mind. While I'm bringing these things up, I want you guys to think about all of the things that you guys have your logo on, your club logo on. Is it compliant? If you've been in Rotary a while, or if your club has been around for a while, you may have seen these logos. Just so that you know, in 2011 is when Rotary International really came down and said, okay, we're going to have this one voice, and they're going to be coming down. So by the end of this Rotary year, so June 30th, 2023, I'd like to see all of our clubs being brand compliant. So if you guys are using any of these brands that are on the screen right now, this is not good. You're out of compliance. So please try to get those replaced. Now, my question is, I'm going to show you an image on the screen, and I want you to know, is this an appropriate use of the Mark of Excellence? If you think that this is correct, please raise your hand. No, thank you, Jacob. This is not the appropriate use. There is no simplified version. This is a simplified version of the Rotary emblem, but it's not an appropriate use of the Mark of Excellence. What you see here is just a simplified version when you're going to use it, let's say on something that's really small and you can't read the words, or if you're going to get it, what is that word, embroidered, you don't need to have the Mark of Excellence. You can use a simplified version. Okay, so some of the club resources that you guys do have is the Rotary International Brand Center. They've updated it last year to make it much easier. You can create your club logos. You can get the appropriate guidelines for branding. I will share the link with you shortly. You also have access to downloading assets. Assets are like logos or brochures. You're going to be able to do this from the Brand Center. When you find it, what you want to do is download it, and it'll be into either a PDF, a PNG, or a JPEG or JPEG. People ask me, what's the difference between a JPEG and a PNG? Well, a PNG allows you to put an image over a clear background or a transparent background. JPEGs do not. And so you would use a PNG if you're using a white logo or all white logo, and you're going to put that on like a blue background. So use a PNG. A JPEG, if you use the white logo on a JPEG, it's going to show the white background with a white image on a white background. So just quick note there. Okay, proper use of colors. There, in the Brand Center, you're going to see the proper use of our palettes. We use Rotary Azure, Rotary Sky Blue, Rotary Royal Blue, Rotary Gold. Those are the Rotary leadership colors. And then we have some secondary colors, some pastels and neutrals. Why am I bringing this up? If you like to dabble in, let's say, this thing called Canva, it's a free online resource to make images or make flyers. You want to know what these colors are so that you're using the appropriate colors. The bottom line is the district's Public Image Committee is here to support our clubs, to elevate the Rotary brand and promote Rotary in Hawaii. The next steps is for you to create a public image committee if you haven't. Some people call them the PR committee or the public relations committee. I would like to see it, if you haven't already, rename your committee or create your committee as the public image committee. The next thing is to develop a strategic plan. Identify who your audience is. Are you looking for people that are young professionals? Are you looking for people that are usually that are into focused on the environment? Are you focused for people that are only in the West Hawaii side? Identify what your audience is, and then how are you going to reach them? Are you going to be using a website? Are you going to be using social media? If so, what are your accounts? After you do that, you're going to identify who's going to be maintaining this, who is going to be my webmaster, who is going to be doing my social media. Now that you got that, when you're doing an event, whether it be a meeting or a community service project, who's going to be the one that's taking the photos? Who's going to be the one that's going to be writing quotes and talking about the event? Who's going to be doing the after action report? And then who's going to put that together? And then you can just look at your strategic plan, give it to the person who's going to post it, and ta-da. The next thing I want you to do is then visit rotaryd5000.org/public-image. This is a website that I created that is specifically for public image in Hawaii Rotary. So you're going to be able to get your logos, your district logos. You're going to get all of the links to the next year's Rotary International theme. You're also going to be able to see your monthly themes in there as well. Next is you're going to go ahead and download those logos and other assets and share it with your members. We want everyone to be utilizing the correct brand compliant logos. Don't just Google Hawaii Rotary and hope for the right image. Don't Google for just Rotary International theme and hopefully that's the right one. Use the links that I'm providing for you. And then by June 30th of 2023, I ask you to be reviewing all of your social media accounts, your website accounts, the flyers that you create, and making sure that you guys are brand compliant. What I'm going to do now is just go into the website and share with you guys some things about it. Any questions so far?
And Josh, there's a couple of questions in the chat.
First question. How do we update our meeting location? So that's going to be in Club Runner. Let's go into that. So when you're in Club Runner here, actually, I'm gonna hold that question. We're gonna stick. I'll come back to that. When we post pictures, etc., on Facebook page, we get requests to push out for a fee. What is the policy for that? So when you're pushing out something or sponsored ad on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you're paying for that. So try to buffer some of that, buffer a budget for your public image committee so that you can do an ad. When you're doing an ad, it kind of guides you and asks you what kind of audience you're looking for and how long you want it to run or how many clicks you're hoping to get out of it. So just read through that, but yeah, promote it. If you have to pay for an ad, I highly recommend it. What's the best email to reach me? I will share that with you on the last page. Oh, I'm sorry. It's public. Well, I guess I didn't finish that. It's publicimage@rotaryd5000.org. And I will be sharing this presentation with everyone. You're going to be able to find that on the Rotary D5000 public image webpage. Josh, I like the logo with the archipelago over it. I think that it really says Hawaii. Is that something we can borrow? You can borrow any of these. Oh, you're talking about this one up here. Yeah, I can share that with you. Now, no other questions I see. I'm going to go into this. So if you come into rotaryd5000.org, the first thing you're going to notice is that there's this roundabout of photos. If you have a photo that you want to share and have that on here, email us at publicimage@rotaryd5000.org. If you scroll to the top, you have what Gasper asked, hey, what is the history of Rotary? This is all of our official wording about Hawaii Rotary and who we are and our history behind it. These are the area, what we do, the areas of focus, the avenues of service. Just so that you know, Rotary International provides standard verbiage that they want us to use, and so you can just copy that over. We do have a news and updates, so you're going to be able to share any type of stories that are happening. As I said, if you contact us, we'll put your stories online. We have also our club resources, and we've consolidated it into different site pages. So a site page is owned by a district committee or district chair of whether it be the district awards, DEI, environment sustainability, as well as membership and public image. So if you want to come to the public image site, come to club resources and click on public image. It'll take you directly to this page where you'll see who we are and what we do and kind of recap what I wrote, what I said in this presentation. You'll also have access to the logo guidelines, which here you'll see a little more in-depth information about using those logos. You'll have a link to district logos, which if you see this and you click on it, it'll take you to, it'll bring a pop-up of the logo. If you right-click it and then save the image, you'll have that saved for you. You'll also have access to create your own club logos, or this will redirect you to the Rotary Brand Center. And then our friend Ryan Kawamoto has been creating some videos on some best practices, and we're calling them public image. And we're going to continue to put those things out there for you. But also, there's a link so that you can download the public image checklist. This is something that I created for all of you PI folks. And there's some specific tasks. There's some weekly things that you can put on here, as well as monthly things that you want to do, such as update your club website, update your Facebook page, publish a newsletter. So go ahead and download that. On top of here, you'll also see the best way to email us, which is publicimage@rotaryd5000.org. That does go directly to me and Scott. We also have the D5000 public image resource, and also our accounts for both Facebook and Instagram. And that, oh, sorry, one last thing. If you click over here, it takes you back to the home screen in the upper left-hand corner. If you scroll down, you're going to see certain ads that are happening. If you want to have an ad, or if you want to add a story, again, you can email me, or if you scroll down, there's a link right here that says contribute to web content. You can submit an event or request the website change. So if we have inaccurate information about your club event, go ahead and put that on here, or click on submit an event, and we'll add that to our calendar, as well as write a story about that. And then on the right-hand side, more public image links. This is where we have all of our press releases, things that are happening around the districts. We have the date and links to each of those articles. We also have a lot of news coverage, which is pretty awesome. So you can, if you need a story or something that you want to share on your own social media, go ahead and get that link from here. And then you can go ahead and save it. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time and learning about the District Public Image Committee. My name is Joshua Laguana, and feel free to reach out to me. So thank you. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks. I saw one more question in the chat about photo releases for non-Rotarians.
So great question. So there are photo release forms that were released by our Peter Evans. I don't know what his role is, but I will get a copy of those and put that onto the public image website.
Excellent, Josh. Thank you so much for sharing that. I learned a few places that I had not seen before on the district website. So time to go down that rabbit hole and start exploring all the resources and tools that we have available for us to help us be more effective in our positions and take full advantage of Josh anytime. He's obviously very willing to share all his wealth of knowledge. I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you so much. And we'll have him all weekend at Pets. He'll be with us. You can pester
Oh,
him all
yes.
you want there.
Sorry, Mark, I meant to say one thing. So all the people that raised their hands, I'm gonna be asking you guys, I'm gonna approach you guys if you're at Pets, to be one of our photographers. If you want to go over on how to take people of action photos, or creating an Instagram account for your club if you don't have one already, sit down, reach out to me. I'll put my cell phone number in the chat. You can text me and we can set up a time as well.
Cool. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it very much. He just got off an airplane and he jumped on this Zoom to share that information with you. So thank you for that. All right. Those are our major items on the agenda. Benson, you got some wisdom to share with us?
Yeah, just go and enjoy yourself. Have some fun over there. I mean, I think the whole purpose of Pets, like, you'll learn a lot of information there, probably more than you can absorb over the weekend. But the main thing is just to really get the enormity of what Rotary is about. Because if you haven't been exposed to Rotary outside of just your regular club, yeah, it's going to be amazing just to see the size and width and breadth of Rotary and all the things that it's involved in, and you'll see what Rotary is really doing around the world and meet Rotarians from everywhere. So just really enjoy the experience while you're over there, and then bond with your group. I mean, get everybody's email, phone number, start talking to each other. I mean, that's the real fun part about being at Pets.
All right, good. Thank you for sharing that. As we've been doing, I'll ask Kathleen to share a mental health moment, since that's going to be a primary focus for the coming year, right, Kathleen?
It is. Well, you know, what's exciting is it will meet the incoming Rotary International president, Gordon McAnally, and he will, you know, really describe kind of the new platform, the new theme, hope, creating hope in the world. And you'll get to hear from him directly how that relates to mental health. And so I guess I think just ask that everybody goes there with an open heart, open mind, and part of that is taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other. It's such a great transition between Jennifer Jones talking about Imagine, and she's been, one of her themes has also been comfort and care, you know, paying attention to the comfort and care of our Rotarians. And so then to take that to the next step about creating hope, I think it'll be great for everybody to think ahead of time about what does that mean for me? And what does that mean for our club, and how to spread that out to the world. So you might think a bit about what does this new theme mean to you before you even hear from him. But just something to give some thought to, as this is your year to really focus on sharing that theme.
All right, thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen is super excited about our incoming Rotary International president. She got to spend some time with him and while we were in Orlando, Florida, and I think she's fallen in love with him. So I'm secure, I'm okay, but she's definitely fallen in love with the Rotary International president. And his wife Heather is amazing. You're gonna really enjoy meeting them. You know, all these things are really to try to help you as a president, just sharing resources and sharing the tools that we already have available. I think one of the challenges with Rotary is that we tend to reinvent wheels and we do it over and over and over again. And we don't need to do that. The resources are available and, take full advantage of what's already there to help you in your job make it, I don't want to say easier, to make it more efficient and to make it more worthwhile. And I think that'll help everybody's mental health too. We're trying to be low drama, low stress, and have a whole lot of successes and achievements. That's one of my goals for the year is we're going to take Rotary and create hope in some phenomenal ways over the next year. Next week, we're going to talk about the Rotary Foundation. Del Green and his committee are preparing a presentation about what's going on locally and globally. They'll talk about district designated funds, which are super important to you and your club, and how that happens, and how the Rotary Foundation works with the monies that come from our individual members throughout the course of the year. So we'll spend some time talking about the Rotary Foundation at our meeting next week. So I appreciate it. I'm very grateful for your time. Does anybody have anything exceptional they want to share real quick in the last couple of minutes? Sean wants to go skiing. I know that. Tomorrow, Sean. All right, folks, if you want to unmute and say hi to each other, with that, we can turn off the recording and pretty much close this meeting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You can say hi.
Hello.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks,
everyone.
Thank you.
Mark, the next meeting with the Rotary Foundation,